What's the story, guys? Coach Roddy here. So it's been a while since I done any of these breakdown videos, but UFC is back this weekend. Fight Island, cracking fight card. We've got Usman obviously and Masvidal, cracking main event. We've got Volkanovski and Holloway in the co-main, and then we've got Jan and Aldo in the just before the co-main. So cracking card. So I said I'll do a little bit of analysis on the three fights. It's going to be a very exciting weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. Let's get into it. So we have Jan versus Aldo. Cracking fight. Obviously it's going to be a stand-up fight, stand and bang. Just looking, Aldo's starting to come back a little bit. You know, he's getting a little bit older. He's not, I don't think, as fast and as explosive as he used to be, but he's still very fast and explosive. I think he's the more technical fighter between him and Jan. He's got the cleaner strikes. He's the cleaner boxing. I think for Aldo to get the win on this fight, I think he needs to stick and move. He can't stand around in front of Jan. Jan being very unpredictable, being very, very powerful. If Aldo stays in front of him for too long or starts getting pushed on the back foot, I think Jan is going to take over and land some heavy blows and put him away. So what we're looking for Aldo is to stick and move, land shots, get on that leg kick the way he used to, pop and move, be light on his feet, and pick his shots and win over the rounds. For Jan, I think Jan needs to do what he does best, which is walk people down, cover. He'll probably take 1 or 2 shots, but cover, wait for that moment, and then bang with that ferocious power. And I think for Jan to win, he needs to get that pressure on early with Aldo and land those big shots and break Aldo down and put him away in the second or force the second round. Yeah, so that's the first one. Second one, we have rematch, Volkanovski and Holloway. I nearly forgot Holloway because he looks very different now with his hair and whatnot. So yeah, cracking force fight. Very good game plan the last time with Volkanovski, getting on those leg kicks. I always say to my guys as well, you have to respect those leg kicks early. When the fight starts, you know, the adrenaline's pumping and you'll let your opponent away with landing 2 or 3 kicks. But it's after those 2 or 3 kicks have landed, sometimes it's a little too late, and I think that's what happened in the last fight. Holloway stood around a little bit too much and let Volkanovski get those kicks off. And before he tried to start checking them, it was too late. The damage was done, and Holloway was slowed down. His movement was limited, and he was forced to switch stance. And you know, once you're playing that game with somebody like Volkanovski with that power, he's going to take advantage and he's going to start really landing those shots. So the game plan for Holloway, I think, is very similar to the Aldo fight. I think Holloway needs to stick and move. I think he needs to draw those kicks out of Volkanovski. Maybe leave that leg out there as a bit of bait. Get Volkanovski to throw the kick and then come in after those kicks and counter. Don't hang around too long. Pot shots. What Holloway does best. You know, pop those shots and start to break him down over the rounds, because Volkanovski as well is very powerful, very explosive. For Volkanovski to win, I think he needs to go in and get back on that leg. If he can start, you know, slowing Holloway down with leg kicks and get Holloway to stand in front of him, that's where Volkanovski is going to have his best opportunities to win and potentially, you know, do more damage. Where do we see it going? It's hard to know whether Volkanovski is going to do it over the I think it's 3 rounds, is it 5 rounds, over the duration of the fight. But I think I'll go with Max again. I think Max might be a little bit smarter and come back and win over the course of the fight. Moving on to the main event, Usman Masvidal, fucking cracker. Very exciting fight. Yeah, striker. Yeah, I won't say that Usman is just a grappler, because you know he's worked a long time with Henry Hooft, and he's shown that he can stand and fight. But I don't think he wants to stand in front of Masvidal. I don't think it's a wise decision to stand in front of Masvidal for too long. He's very smart. He's a very smart striker. He's good at planting seeds and setting things up, leaving them there for a short period of time, and then coming back to them and executing them. I think Usman is going to have to go in, put the pressure on early, and try and slow Masvidal down. Put the pressure on, put him up against the cage, bang shots, take him down, and just maul him and bully him for 25 minutes. Usman is very capable of doing that. You know, that's what you're used to seeing with Usman. But Masvidal is crafty. He's very experienced, and he's been in there with the best in the world numerous times. He's a veteran, and I think he's going to have good takedown defense. He's shown that in previous fights. So I don't think Usman is going to be able to take him down and keep him down as easily as he would like to think. So I think for Masvidal needs to keep it long, keep it rangy, sit low, pop shots, and take his time in there, ease into the fight, and plant those seeds, and over the second, third round start to land those damaging blows. But if he goes in swinging, well, then again, you never know what Masvidal might just run at him and fucking do something crazy. But I think there's a bigger risk this time if he goes in a bit too reckless with Usman. I think Usman's going to take him down and keep him down for an extended period and wear on him. Masvidal needs to keep it standing, pop shots, single shots, move, and start to break him down. He'll find holes in Usman's game. You know, he's smart. He'll start to find the holes after that first and second round, and he'll have more opportunities in the later rounds to land more devastating blows. How do I see it going? I think Usman might get the nod over the 5 rounds, but it'd be exciting to see Masvidal do something crazy as well and put him away. Just on the first one, I don't think I gave me a prediction on the first one. So Jan and Aldo, I just think Jan is flying high now at the moment. He's making the big name for himself. He's very powerful. He's tidy enough, and once he lands, he lands with devastating power. So I'm going to go with Jan on that one as well. So there's a quick breakdown of this weekend's Fight Island UFC. It's going to be a cracking card. I'm very excited for it. So enjoy it. And guys, as always, stick your predictions in the comment box below. And we'll do a competition. So whoever gets the closest predictions on all 3 fights, I'll send out some Shadow Fight Goods equipment for you. Alright, enjoy the fights, and I'll catch us all next week. Cheers.